Here's an artist who is really doing great stuff and great paintings. He's been well known around Ashland for years, and beyond Ashland. And he has now found a way to make his art not only make money for him, but help people in another country, saving their lives and changing their lives through still doing his artwork. I mean, it is the most admirable thing he is doing, and all of us artists who want to express ourselves to the world around us, this is like a quintessential piece of that. It's really profound, and he's got a beautiful story to tell about that.
30% of the proceeds. This is what we were talking about when you were here last.
Yes.
So 30% of the proceeds of this show will go directly to fund the Eyes of Burma project. And Fred Stockwell's this guy he went to retire in Thailand for just to, I think, save money and stretch his retirement. And he got over there and he realized there were these group of refugees that work at this garbage dump just looking for recyclables, and they were all sick. And he brought in these, huge water. He bought some big water canisters, shipped them in the truck, and within a couple of years, all their illnesses had gone. They were
drinking water.
Illnesses. And that was cheap,
And effective.
So then it was like, oh, cling, and he's now they've opened up a little school. They've got kids. I mean, it's incredible. $250, I think, sends a kid to school for a year. And that kid isn't coming back to the dump. But so that's what this is about. This is
These are for sale for that.
they're for sale for that, but also like the impetus behind why would I do these huge faces is, first of all, each person's going to relate differently to these paintings when they see them, and there's going to either be a connectedness or a dis-ease around it, or I see them all as kind of different archetypes, but it's ambiguous. But we all have connection to each other.
We do, and the humanness comes through.
I hope so.
And I want to express that the beauty and wildness of your strokes, they come together in both reality, believability, emotion, fullness of humanity comes through.
Yeah, and I mean that's what's exciting to me about it. I get to step back from it at the end of the day and look and say, what did I do today? When I'm painting, in this case, Brian, I'm just painting. I'm grabbing color, and I'm responding to his energy and the light, and there is a real interconnectedness with all of these portraits. Most of them are painted from life, and it's a real dynamic painterly dance. It's not me copying a photo and getting the shapes right. It's this person, this young man over here, 8 years old, and he sat for that. And for an 8-year-old to sit for a portrait at that scale is incredible.
That woman.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
so soft, right? So that's the relatability thing too. These are individual human beings bringing what they have to contribute.
Which is themselves.
And I get to meet them there with my paintings. And then beyond that, we've got a guy, just as a segue, we've got a guy on the ground over there who is willing to take, if I donate a third of the proceeds to that cause, he's willing to roll up his sleeves and basically live in and around a garbage dump for the rest of his life to help. So now my energy, matching their energy, multiplied by his energy, and then the key component is the buyer. He's funded my creativity, he's helping these kids because of Fred on the ground. Like, the interconnectivity is paramount. Yeah, so maybe he doesn't have that creative outlet himself directly,
right.
But then he's got this huge face on his wall every day, and he can look and he can say, that's the interconnectivity that I experienced when I looked at that painting. And it's...
And tell that story about how he...
Exactly, and how he's changed the lives.
money.
He's changed the lives of, you know, adults and children across the world because of the face that you're looking at on his wall for the rest of his life. I mean, I love that. That's profound. It steps it up.
Yep.
And it's totally changed the way that I'm painting, because it gives me a purpose beyond aesthetic that I'm really maybe even more connected to.